The June 28th, 2016 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Brew. Here. Ms. Cayley. Here. Mr. Rocco. Here. Mr. Wilcox. Here. Chairman Zale.
Here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There's not.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. You have the May 24th, 2016 minutes before you. They will stand as approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next is new business. Madam Clerk?
Referral 16-0197.
Moved by Legislator Brew, second by Legislator Rocco. Is there any discussion? Legislator Cayley.
There are multiples, Mr. Chairman, I'll just ask these questions once. Through you to the administration, can you tell me what the New York State rate for fuel is?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'm Michelle Crane, Counsel to Sheriff O'Flynn. The New York State contract price, as referred to, is a rate that's determined by the state. It's based upon a New York Harbor barge spot price. The state then sets their rate. They increase that based on administrative costs. The rate is variable, so it changes. I think approximately every 2 weeks the rate would change. The school districts that we're contracting with then add, we're paying 10 cents above that New York State contract price to take into account their administrative costs. So it's a variable rate that the state sets.
Legislator
Thank you.
Cayley.
Then, through the chair, could you give me an example?
Legislator Cayley, could you ask again through the microphone? Thank you.
How's that?
Do you know
Is
what
that better?
this rate? Example would be $1.75 a gallon.
All right, thank you. And through the chair to the administration, has there ever been a study that actually showed the efficacy of having multiple stops for fueling versus coming back to, say, 1 or 2 areas?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'm not aware of a study. I could certainly inquire and get back to you.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 16-0198.
Moved by Legislator Rocco, second by Legislator Brew. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 16-0199.
Moved by Legislator Brew, second by Legislator Rocco. Any discussion on this? Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Confused look. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0200. Authorize an intermunicipal group.
Moved by Legislator Rocco, second by Legislator Brew. Any discussion on this item? Yes, Legislator Wilcox. Could you please speak into the microphone? Sure. One of them.
Through the chair to the administration, could someone just tell me the purpose of this intermunicipal agreement?
Through the chair, it's an agreement between the state and the county which allows for shared use of pathways along 390, 490, 590, any state or county roads, allowing the state to get to traffic operations that they have and allowing the county to do the same and to connect other county facilities.
So if I understand you correctly through the chair, this is simply like a reciprocal agreement allowing us to use their network and they're allowed to use ours?
Through the chair, it's not necessarily network as it is the conduit or the fiber that's there. So in a given area. It could be just a conduit to run our fiber through, or it could be them, using some strands of our fiber and vice versa.
Okay, so through the chair to the administration, that's actually interesting. So in some cases, we actually might be just using conduit, and they may actually be using our fiber?
Through the chair, that's correct.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 16-0203.
Moved by Legislator Brew, second by Legislator Rocco. Any discussion on this one? Yes. Legislator Kaley.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Through you to the administration. Being everyone is concerned with elevated blood levels, can you give me an indication as to the level, no pun intended, the level of services that are given within these contracts in terms of, with regards to measurements, Monroe County measurements versus another county? I'm trying to see if we're doing the same thing or not.
Yes, through the chair. These are contracts for just the environmental inspection that is performed for these counties. They are responding at the state mandated level of 15 micrograms per deciliter. So when they have a case at that level, they will contact us. They have actually very few cases in those counties. So rather than incur the expenses of maintaining the equipment and personnel that they would need for those investigations, they ask us to do the inspections for them.
Thank you. And then through the chair, is this the general population that's tested? Are they children entering school?
They would be mostly children under the age of 6.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 16-0208, authorize an intermunicipal.
Moved by Legislator Rocco, second by Legislator Brew. Any discussion on this? Legislator Kaley.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration. On this particular agreement, the assessment, will it be assessing the capacity of the network, or where we're talking conduit that may not have fiber through it yet? Or could you give me an idea of what this assessment is actually going to yield?
Through the chair, the assessment is intended to look at our existing fiber, understand the capacity of that fiber, as well as the conduit, as you said, that could potentially be used to further expand it.
Thank you. And then through the chair, can you tell me about what the oldest fiber might be that's existing in this system?
Through the chair, 15 to 20 years, potentially.
And then through the chair, is this also assessing whether or not there are needs for replacement?
Through the chair, yes. They will also be identifying and giving recommendations on whether an upgrade would be required, suggested, recommended, as well as potential new equipment to make it more efficient.
Thank you. And this is, I just lost my place. This contract is a joint contract with the city?
Through the chair, the contract is actually with, for the vendor, the contract will be through the county, but this intermunicipal agreement describes a 50-50 payment schedule to that vendor. 50% for the city, 50% for the county to pay the vendor.
All right, and thank you. And then through the chair, can you estimate how much is actually city versus county versus state?
Through the chair, I don't have those exact numbers. There's definitely a lot of more county fiber, but the city is bringing with them a lot of conduit and a lot of access to conduit, so we need to have that assessed as part of this study.
And then, thank you, through the chair, would the, upon the recommendations given, were it to be replacement, it would then be up to the individual municipalities where it might originate, the replacement that would be covered then by, say, if it were Monroe County's fiber, Monroe County would replace, the city would replace, and so on and so forth?
Through the chair, that is correct.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Okay, are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the June 28th, 2016 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee stands adjourned. Next meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will be held on Tuesday, July 19th, 2016 at 5 p.m.